toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Broncos will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Miami's offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message.
And it's on the ground. Well, the offense did fall on that loose football, but it won't matter much as they turn it over on downs. So Boise State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Finds his tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Fletcher. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Hurricanes are on the move. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big 1st down, it's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a lot of room. It found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Makes one man miss. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Got it set up on the outside. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the move, it's Sherrod. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They feed him again. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Dropping back. It's back. That's caught. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all this stuff.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Quarterback just couldn't quite find the range on the last play. It's 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. The throw. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Canes will hustle to the line. give out of the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. They're dealing with a second and long.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. QB draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks the tackle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run the counter. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Beck. Makes the grab, it's Daniels. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Find some fresh air. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll move the tight end. On the ground, it's Sherrod. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. That should be the final play of the first half. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Canes will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Trying to get the corner. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, trying to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Got him downfield. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Broncos. And that one will give him the lead. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's back. Bought a little time. Lets it go. That's caught. It's Lyle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Miami! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking for a gap. It's Lyle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to beat him to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Back to pass, it's back. On the run, still looking. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They're only 1 for 3 on 4th down attempts, but they'll try it again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll leave it with the lone back. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Nice move to pick up yardage. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Looking for room. It's Lyle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the knee. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Broncos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab on the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Trying to get behind the defense. Catch and stride inside the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
That's a great job by the quarterback here in this 2-minute situation, realizing that all of his receivers are available in live targets right now, right? He hasn't thrown to that guy too often up to this point of the game, but he didn't quit on him, and that play saw him wide open, gave him a shot.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Boise State. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Rides the back on the option to get him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's back. Quickly complete. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the 1st down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You've got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
To the air on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Pass interference, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his own 20. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air, it's Madsen. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand.